come take a seat. If you bring shade, yeah, we delete. Welcome to the cozy corner. Feel that beat, it's getting warmer. Good vibes only, that's our creed. Cut out snakes, we don't need that greed. We dance, we laugh, we're loud, we're free. Cozy hearts, that unity. Hands up high, it's plain to see. This is TCC. Now we glow in neon. From chill nights straight to the beyond. We vibe, we grind, we play all day. Keeping fake love far away. We built this fam on trust and heart. Every stream's a work of art. No hate, no mask, no drama play. If you can't love, don't stay. Bring your joy, your sass, your spark. We'll light it up and chase the dark. We'll one shine. We raise that bar. Cozy but fierce, that's who we are. Low to welcome to the cozy corner. Beat drops harder, love grows stronger. No fake friends, no snakes survive. Just real ones keeping the vibe alive. Raise your hands, feel that heat. Every heart here moves on beat. Home for souls that did be. Yeah, this is TCC. Stay kind, stay real, stay cozy. Welcome to the cozy corner. From dusk till dawn, it's pure euphoria. Good vibes flow like energy. No snakes, no fakes, just family. Tattoos crew, we claim the night. Glowing hearts in pixel light. TCC on melody, forever cozy, wild and free. Lights up, heartbeat sinking to the sound. Ninja's been here since the first go round. Crips and chat, dropping chaos and flame. But it's all love, that's part of the game. Andy sass got me keeping it straight. Call me out if I tell my face. Specs he's found from the mixer zone. Different roads, but we're never alone. We've been through highs, we've been through lows, but we shine brighter everywhere we go. If you bring light, come take a seat. If you bring shade, yeah, we delete. Welcome to the cozy corner. Feel that beat, it's getting warmer. Good vibes only, that's our creed. Cut out snakes, we don't.
Okay, everything should be working, hopefully. Let me quickly check something because I updated my my driver, so it was not the smartest thing to do before a stream, but it is what it is. Let's do this. My mic is very low. Shouldn't be, because it's still the same setting. But I was like leaning back when I was talking though, but yeah, because I'm trying to find a cozy way to game at my desk, so I'm like laying back on my chair. And I have like a basically a laptop stand laying on my lap to get my mouse and keyboard on and stuff, so let me send one more text and then I'm good to go. How are you, one man? You've been doing good? You're like getting ready for the holidays and stuff. Done. We are ready to begin. Ah, I just messaged you, Grimmy. I was like, let me message him just to be sure, because I know you don't always get noticed.
It's a feathery mission. Bits in the bowl. What a vision. He poked it with the plank. Now the bathroom smells rank. Sing it loud with conviction.
So
Flush the pigeon.
yeah, I was like, let me send the message, you know. Okay, double click quick travel. Left click interact. Right click examine. I mean, sounds easy. Yeah, I can get that.
They said there was a treasure on the island. Its location, known only to the dead. I could see it in my dreams. How was I supposed to know that in order to find it, I'd have to die too?
I think I have to adjust the game audio. It might be loud. Yeah, even though it's a different voice actor though. It's not the same guy, but it's highly inspired by the 90s point-and-click games.
Well, I think you're a fool. Everyone on Devil's Rock knows what happened to that house. Over 30 years it stood empty now. Locals won't go near it. I say all it contains now is dust, cobwebs, and bad luck.
I don't have time for ghost stories.
Then what do you want with it?
33 years ago, the Belmore Trading Company was wound up and absorbed by the state. The owner's dead, the heir nowhere to be found. Money was missing from the company accounts, and it's still unaccounted
Is that
for.
better,
I'm here to find
audio-wise?
it.
I mean, game audio, right?
Treasure hunter.
Not quite. I'm an auditor.
An auditor. Records, taxes, all that stuff.
Think of me as the adventurer of the accounts book. But on this case, I'm out of office and on location. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the state's claim
You know
on
that
that
I
money
lowered
lapses
it
for
on
good,
Windows
along
to
with
like
my
40.
commission. So I've got one night to find it. I'm overdue for a meeting with the parish comptroller to reopen the case.
The comptroller you're meeting wouldn't happen to be Theodore Grimes, would it?
Yes, I believe it is.
Would be hard to convince him, I'd say.
Why's that? I'm a good talker.
He died about 4 days ago.
Oh,
I'd
that
wager
sucks.
he's waiting to be buried in St. Juniper Cemetery, stiff as a board.
Okay, that might be tricky. Talking to the dead isn't quite within my skill set.
Remember what I said about that house and bad luck?
My bad luck started long before that house. It's a 3-day journey to get here, and it took me 7. And ever since my suitcase got dropped overboard on the steamer, all I have to my name is a pocket watch, a magazine, and $1.
Less than $1, actually. You owe me for the taxi ride.
Damn. We already broke. So I need to give it to him.
And here's your change.
Didn't you say you'd take me into town?
You can walk from here. No one with any sense would go further onto this island at night. And remember, the tide's coming in. Within the hour, you'll be cut off from the mainland until tomorrow.
That suits me. I took the pocket watch out of my vest and clicked open the cover. I've got 13
animation
hours
looks
to find
good.
$13 million.
Unlucky for some, but if you're really dead set on it, here's a tip. Go find the Spirit Queen.
The Spirit Queen? Who is that?
I think you'll find you mean, what's that? Good luck, Murphy McAllen.
This is very Monkey Island-ish. Welcome in, avocado. No, you're not late. Plus, I started early, so I really wanted to play this game.
I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank. Echoes of merchant ships loading and unloading all manner of cargo from expeditions throughout the Caribbean. Gold and treasure that may still lie hidden on the island.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Doubloon's jewelry.
The door was locked with a sign in the window saying closed for private appointment, reopening shortly. I could see 2 gentlemen inside the store. A spindly man with a wiry
That's good to
mustache
hear.
had his face pressed against a display cabinet, while a diminutive older gentleman tried desperately to pull him away. I'd seen similar behavior in Laurel and Hardy pictures.
Okay, quite the reference, but I guess we're not going that way. This is so like 90s vibes, like wow, he's really taking his time.
The sign read, "The Fantastic Fantocchio brothers will be performing tonight. All ages welcome. Tips welcome even more."
Wait, aren't those circus guys from Monkey Island called that way? Okay, we took a shortcut. Okay.
Slap me with a paddle. It's a whopper. Well, blast my barnacles. That's the 3rd one tonight. These fish sure must have been spooked by something.
Or you suck at fishing.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, one article stood out to me. It showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record.
And it's gonna be this dude.
It was the door to a newspaper office. A note on the door said, "Out on a scoop. Back later."
Seems like everyone is out on a scoop. Or like doing stuff or whatever. Looks like the Disney Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Yeah. I don't know, it feels very familiar. Like, even him taking his time to walk down there, it's like so 90s. Like, even though I think with Monkey Island, they were a little bit faster, but, you know, okay.
Are the fish biting?
Not so well today, to tell the truth. That was the first nibble in hours. I'm 𝗕𝗲𝗃𝗵𝘆, by the way. I haven't seen you around here before.
I'm here because I have a very important job on this island. A calling that only I can fulfill. Dark secrets that I need to uncover.
Oh, you're a tourist. Now, why on earth would you choose Devil's Rock as the place to vacation?
I must have done something to upset my travel agent. The name's Murphy McCallan.
Nice to meet you, Mac. Not peckish, are you? You can help yourself to what I got here in my bucket if you like.
Oh, thanks. My expectations of a local seafood delicacy quickly unraveled when I plunged my hands into what felt like lumpy jelly. Ugh!
Ew.
It was a handful of fish guts.
Ha! That's the best bait you get around here. They smell pretty bad, but the critters on this island love them. Who would have known they're good at suckering in tourists, too?
Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Heard of her? Sure. But I wouldn't be heading out into the bayou at this time of night.
If she's out there, that's where I need to go.
Murphy, bayou's dangerous. It's not the kind of place you want to go alone.
I'll be careful.
Well, if you're set on it, just take the western route out of town. Left at 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏, then right on into the bayou. Without dark it gets in there, you'll see the lights guiding you the last stretch of the way. Just make sure the gators don't get too attached to you.
Okay, we got a new point to go to, I guess.
What's life like in Dead Nettle?
Well, it's not the hustle and bustle it used to be, but it suits me just fine. The ships just don't come through Dead Nettle anymore. Not since the disappearance.
He must have been talking about the Belmore wedding. The locals actually believed the story. Have you ever considered moving to the mainland?
Nah, I wouldn't like it over there. Crazies, oddballs, crackpots. The mainland doesn't have any of them.
What's that you're reading?
This is Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm struggling my way through it, to be honest. I thought it was a how-to book. I much prefer the last book I read. It was much more action-packed.
What book was that?
The Encyclopedia of Fishing Lures, 3rd edition.
Wow.
I'm going to get back to exploring the island.
I wouldn't go looking for it if I were you, you know.
Excuse me?
The folks this island gets now either seem to be looking for something or running away from something. You look like you're doing both. You got your eye on that Belmore treasure, and I wouldn't be doing right by you if I didn't warn you to stay away from it. I know this island has a reputation for the macabre, and it's all fun and games in the beginning, but dig too deep, and you end up in a place you don't want to be.
What makes you think Ned looked at me in a way that told me my playing innocent wasn't going to work.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's right, but I'm not a grave robber. I'm an auditor, contracted by the state.
It don't matter what your reasons are, Mac. You need to be careful with that house. Us locals, we don't go anywhere near it.
I appreciate the concern, but who can really say they've seen a ghost?
I have, Murphy, and I'm not the only one. Ever since the disappearance, anyone brave or foolish enough to go up to that house has seen the same thing. You might say it was moonlight shimmering off dusty glass, the shadow of a tree branch, or a curtain blown by an unseen breeze. But deep down, we all know what we saw.
What did you see?
The Phantom. It's not something anyone will forget. Every poor soul who's seen the Phantom has been plagued by the most awful experience. Night after night of endless nightmares. Months of restless sleep. Just visions
I like the
of
voice
faces,
acting so far.
evil faces. Laughing. It's like it can infect your dreams.
And who do you think the Phantom is? Or was?
Nobody knows. But it must have been someone at that awful wedding. Someone who doesn't want to leave the house. Or doesn't want to let anyone in.
I appreciate your concern, but I have a job to do. I don't think my boss would be too happy if I report back that ghosts and ghouls are what's standing in my way.
You're not the first to come looking for the treasure, you know.
But if I find it, I could be the last.
Whether you find it or not, I hope that's true. For everyone's sake.
Ned's talk of nightmares was the last thing I needed to be worried about. Even if it was a job, ever since I read about the Belmore treasure, all I could do was dream about finding it.
Okay. So we got some chum, loose change, pocket watch, and a magazine. What's this? Oh, okay. A journal, I guess. Map. I like that you can do it all with the mouse, and it's not like, oh, you need to press tab to open the map. And so this is the town that we're in. This is the beach that we got dropped off on, I think. Let's just go there, see what happens. The Spirit Queen. Uh-oh.
After what felt like miles, the eerie darkness of the bayou gave way to the soft orange glow of a gas lamp. And beyond it, the last thing I expected to find in the heart of the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Hand-painted lettering on the side of a paddle wheel revealed the Spirit Queen wasn't a person, it was a riverboat. Its hull sagged, the wood swollen and split from years in the swamp. Peeling paint curled like dead skin, and what remained of its once grand decks now tilted and crooked. It looked like a wedding cake that had been left to rot.
Shrunken head. Can we grab it?
As I took the shrunken head from the sign, it almost seemed to grin at me. Creepy.
Would be funny if it would start talking. Then it's a real reference to Monkey Island.
I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
Of course it is. Hold on. If I grab this...
I needed to think of something else.
No? Then, like, hit the...
The shrunken head was already disturbing enough without shoving rotting seafood inside it.
Wasn't trying to do that. Was trying to switch it.
I needed to think of something else.
Okay. If I give the...
Hand-feeding the alligator didn't seem like a good idea. What if it bit off more than I was offering?
Okay. Then we might not be able to get past the alligator just yet.
Whoa! The alligator snapped at me like a sprung trap, giving me more than enough reason to stay well away from those teeth. If I wanted to get across the jetty, I needed to make sure the alligator wasn't on it.
Can I move it in a better way? No. Hold on. If I lure it...
The fish guts could definitely draw the alligator's attention, but not if they sank into the bayou.
Doesn't it normally float?
I couldn't do that.
Okay. You might have to come up with something. You might have to look for something in town, I guess.
I considered climbing the water tower, but I couldn't imagine what I'd find at the top other than stagnant, moldy water. And there was plenty of that in the bayou already.
Nothing I can do with that. Ooh, the window.
The damp air of the bayou had swelled the window in its frame. It would need more force than my bare hands could supply to open it.
Okay, so we need a tool of some sort. The island. Can I go over here? So, island it is. Guess we need to look for something.
The fishing net was worn and useless. Using it would have been like trying to catch soup with a sieve.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be using it for fish. I'm gonna use it for, you know, trying to lure the alligator away. Poster. Maybe he knows something about the alligator. I doubt it, but he's the only one that we can talk to right now.
Good evening, Ned.
Hello again, Mac.
You didn't tell me the Spirit Queen was a riverboat.
Oh, sure. That thing's been moored up in the bayou with her keel kissing the mud for years. Witch doctor lives aboard her now. Claims to sell all manner of hoodoo and voodoo. But to believe that, you need to be dumber than the bachelor in New Orleans, throwing beads at the Sisters of Mercy.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
I had more important things to do than fish. My pockets still reeked from the last handful of fish guts. I didn't need any more.
Yeah, but I can use it.
To make use of that, I needed something to weigh.
Oops. If you all have tips, then let me know. But if you think I like skipped something, the billboard. Let's see. I mean, technically, it's the dude's fishing rod, right? So
I thought better of swimming out to the wreck. As best as I could tell, all it contained was dock mud and the future promise of an antibiotics prescription. I shook the gate, but it wasn't going to open. Down the passageway, I could make out a portion of an illuminated courtyard and the echoing trickle of a fountain.
Board. Yeah, I know I need to board it, but question is how. What if we go up here?
As I returned to the beach, I could see the causeway was now fully flooded over by the rising tide. I was trapped here until dawn.
Okay. And the skid is all of a sudden playing here.
Hello? Little girl? You lost your mommy and daddy? It's late. There could be a lot of strange people around.
Yeah, I think I'm talking to one.
Ouch.
Maybe I should introduce myself. My name's Murphy McCallan. What's yours?
Mallory Wisp, angel on the outside, malevolent force of disparagement, derision, and disorder on the inside. At least, that's what Mrs. Huxley wrote in my school report. Hey,
Wow.
do you know what an enfant terrible is?
Do your parents know you're here?
Of course they
𝗂𝗏𝗧𝗧?
do. This is my happy place. I come here when I need to cheer up.
Yeah,
What's
I
got you
love
down?
it too.
It's my birthday, and I didn't get the present I wanted.
Well,
Wow.
happy birthday. Is being out here helping?
A little. It's a nice place to plot my revenge.
This doesn't sound like an appropriate way for a little girl to spend her time.
Little girl?
Uh-oh.
Little girl? What am I supposed to like? Posies and princesses? Tiaras and tea parties? Those are not my thing.
Okay.
How are you planning on getting revenge?
I'm not sure. Currently, I'm at the plotting and ruminating stage of my plan.
What are you plotting and ruminating about?
How things would be different if I was in charge of the world. We
Oh my
had a
God.
school project last week. What we want to be when we grow up. Mildred wanted to be a baker. Bobby wanted to be a firefighter.
What did you want to be?
Queen of the universe.
I guess no one can accuse you of lacking ambition. Do you think you could fix the world's problems and make the world a better place if you were in charge?
Oh, absolutely not. It would be far worse. My patience is worn so thin with all the idiots around me. I don't know if it would be wise for me to wield that much power. You
Okay.
to the dungeons. You to the torture room. It would be very cathartic for me, though.
Okay, that kid has some issues.
What present did you want for your birthday?
A doll?
A doll?
What's wrong with wanting a doll?
Nothing. I just didn't expect it. It doesn't quite fit with your whole aura.
I'm still a little girl. I don't have to defy all your stereotypes. Instead, I get this stupid tin boat. I know Sebastian's got something to do with it, too. He was all over the tin boat when I showed him my toy catalog from Mulligan's.
Is he one of your friends?
Not
Hey,
in a million
Andy.
years. You can see right through him.
If you're not happy with your tin boat, could I have it?
I'll tell you what. I'll trade you my boat for your soul.
Oh, creepy.
I'm just kidding. Your soul can't be worth diddly squat. But I would like a doll.
Oh, great. Now we have to find a doll.
Shouldn't you be heading home?
I'm in trouble at
Oh,
home.
100%.
Mrs. Huxley held me back for detention yesterday. Again.
What did you do?
I convinced 3/4 of the class to sign over their eternal souls to me in exchange for some jelly beans. Third graders are remarkably easy to manipulate with a bag of candy and a little peer pressure.
Why did you do
Wow.
You've got to speculate to accumulate.
that? Why did you want their souls? What use do you have for them?
Just making sure I'm prepared. And that's just step 1.
I didn't dare ask what she was preparing for. Have
Okay.
you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Look, if Maury put you up to this, you can tell him that I have no intention of going anywhere near his big, boring boat again. And anyway, those skulls look better with a little lipstick on them.
Yeah,
I even made
creepy.
some cowrie necklaces for them, but nope. If we have a skeletal uprising, they're just going to have to maraud without being dolled up. And they'll have to take it up with Maury.
Who's Moray?
Nope, not falling for it.
Do you like living on Devil's Rock?
This island is cut off from society, an isolated microcosm of
She
the
loves
dark
it.
and macabre. If I'm honest, it fits me quite nicely. Lots of places to explore, too, when I'm not banned from them.
Where are you banned from?
Where am I not? The Captain's Club wouldn't let me in after I declared a mutiny. The lady at the newspaper office kicked me out when I tried selling stories about a zombie uprising. The witch doctor in the bayou threatened to hex me if I didn't stop sneaking on board and borrowing his toys. And the gravedigger banned me from the cemetery when I played a teensy little practical joke.
What did
Uh-oh.
you do?
I convinced him the stiff he'd buried was still alive. People are so antisocial around here.
You snuck on board the Spirit Queen? You got past
That
the
might,
alligator?
might be a way
Oh
up.
yeah, Mephistopheles is a big softie. I think he likes the smell of rotting fish in my hair. My dad works the trawlers. Our entire house stinks like the inside of a humpback whale.
Okay.
I better get going.
I wouldn't walk across the beach again if I were you. This beach is covered in quicksand. I can hop along the surface, but with your weight, you'll be sucked down like a noodle.
Oh no. Really? This beach has
No.
quicksand?
Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Told you.
Tourists.
Okay. Can we steal her balloon?
I didn't want to take the little girl's balloon from her. Her brooding face made it more than clear that it wouldn't be a good idea to get on her bad side.
Well, not wrong about that. Okay, so can we? No, we cannot. Okay. I was trying to put like the fish guts in my hair kind of thing to bypass the alligator, but guess you cannot like click on it. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It was a handful of fish guts so odoriferous they made my eyes water.
Yeah, and I do want to try it.
I couldn't do that.
No? Shoot. I think maybe the only other way that we can go like past them is with the little boat thingy, but then we have to look for a freaking doll. See if it works again. Nope. Shoot. Hold on. Okay, he's walking back in here. We've seen that. We've seen that. That's so like me, getting stuck in a game in like what, the first 30 minutes of it? Ooh, okay.
A swiveling wooden crane used to load up cargo in days gone by stood halfway along the jetty. A swiveling wooden crane used to
I
load
know.
up cargo in days gone by stood halfway along the jetty.
So it has to be something in town that we missed. Ooh. The vanished wedding. Okay. Oh. So I assume that door is still gonna be closed. What if we do this? I mean, why would we go down a ladder? I don't think that's gonna be happening, but... I might have to Google it, you guys.
I had heard of the medical benefits of open-air night swimming. To my mind, the only medical benefit was diagnosing insanity in the people willing to do it. The puppet show hadn't started yet.
Oh, double clicking makes him run to it. Okay, we're double clicking on everything from now on.
The poster advertised billiards at the Captain's Club, with 3 billiard balls and 2 cues framing a cube of billiard chalk.
Can we steal someone's laundry? No?
The clothesline was decidedly out of reach, even for a person who wanted to steal someone's freshly laundered undergarments. I wasn't one of those people. It was the door to a newspaper office. A note on the door said, "Out on a scoop. Back later."
Okay, they're still not back. That's okay.
I wasn't going to climb the mast. I had neither the proficiency with electrical equipment nor the desire to get electrocuted.
I think nobody has that desire to get electrocuted, but... Okay. I'm Googling this, because I'm gonna be running around in circles. Models. And there isn't even like let's say easy, like there's no difficulty on this game. Okay. To be honest, that's the first that I got stuck on the prologue. Okay. Okay, we talked to the girl. Oh. Wow. She wants a doll, and we have the doll. We just... The shrunken head is considered a doll. I mean, it's a doll for her, so...
How would you like to trade your tin boat for this?
A doll?
At least the head of one.
Deal!
Wow, didn't even think about it.
Oh, I'll hug him and kiss him and conquer the world with him.
Ew. Okay, something is really wrong.
I packed the fish guts into the tin boat. It was the smelliest little ship to sail the 7 seas.
Okay, so now if we go to our little friend over here. Oh, this is new.
Mr. McAllen.
Busted.
Yes? How do you know my name?
It's a work assignment that brings you to the island. Am I right?
She began staring at me with intense, hypnotic eyes. Disguised within her tailored outfit and tortoiseshell spectacles, she had the crazed look of someone not entirely in touch with reality. That's right.
An auditing job.
Eyes that looked like she was reading my very thoughts. Yes?
And you're late. Days late.
I was beginning to panic. Ned had warned me about the supernatural on this island. Was this person standing in front of me equipped with psychic powers that could read my very thoughts? How do you know all this? Are you the witch doctor?
The witch doctor? No. It was written on this telegram that came in for you. It came through a few days ago now. Your boss isn't too happy by the looks of it. 𝗵𝗡𝗶, the taxi driver, telephoned and said I'd find you out here.
You're reading my telegrams?
I'm a newspaper reporter. It's one of the best ways to get a good story. Now, do you want it or not?
If you wouldn't mind.
McCallan, you're late reporting in. I don't remember authorizing the reopening of a cold case, but you better make sure it pays off, or you'll be swapping desks back to the mailroom. Sid Sinclair, Sinclair Auditing Company.
Do you want to send a reply?
What was there to say? My only contact was going to be pushing up daisies by morning, and my one lead was the magazine I'd been carrying with me since heading out. Before I checked in with my boss, I needed some progress to report badly. You know, for now I'll just leave it.
Suit yourself. Sounds like you're up to some fun on the island, Murphy. Be a sweetie and keep me updated so I have something to write about, won't you?
I didn't even look at it like that.
She didn't even wait for a reply before she started striding back through the bayou. She hadn't taken a single thing from me, and yet somehow, I still felt like I'd just been mugged.
Okay. And now we can put a little boat in the water.
Perhaps this would attract the gator's attention. The hulking mass of scales and muscles lumbered to the edge of the jetty and dangled its toothy jaws over the side, its nostrils flickering at each waft of fish guts.
Can we slip by him? Or, oh, hold on. Can just knock him off, I think.
Ready? With a splash that would be the envy of any cannonballing kid at a pool party, the irritable reptile disappeared into the murky bayou. I just hoped it didn't hold a grudge.
Taxidermied fish, and we can take it.
The taxidermied fish looked like it was barely hanging on to the rotting wooden frame. Deciding it would be better coming with me, I picked it up. And in doing so, tore a long hole in its previously stitched up seam.
Oops.
It was the taxidermied...
Oh, shoot. Guess we cannot see what's in it, but that's okay.
Spirits and specters from realms yet unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone. Welcome, Murphy McCallan.
Yes, everyone read
How
the
do you know my
telegram.
name? Have you been reading my telegrams too?
I have no need for such trivial.
Because that's what you do in like a point and click game.
All over this island.
Steal everything you can.
Now it's time for me to see you for myself. Come, step into the light. I know a lot about you, Murphy. Unknown parents, a childhood spent in orphanages. I know things about you even you don't know.
How do you know all that?
My name is Dr. Morey. I am a conjurer, a shadow man, a controller of spirits that balance the line between life and death. And those spirits whisper to me. But for now, it's your time to talk, Murphy. Tell me why you've come to my humble abode.
I've been told you could help me.
That depends on what you seek.
And how much we can pay, probably.
That the doctor's theatrics didn't convince me. That there must have been a logical reason why he knew what he did. But with how skittish the locals were, humoring him seemed like my only chance of learning more. I'm looking for the $13 million that went missing from the Belmore accounts. I'm an auditor in the company I work for.
Murphy, Do you take me for a fool? I know what your mind sees when your eyes are closed. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
I dream about completing my work
I'm not gonna be
assignment.
honest against them.
I see that spirit within you, hungering for more than an auditor's life. And I know you've dreamed about that treasure every night since you first read the story. Tell me I'm not right.
It's like the treasure is calling out for me to find it.
Many have sought the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. All have failed. Some, it is said, have perished in the process. Do you know what happened at Belmore Manor all those years ago?
The ghost story? I've read it, but I don't know how much of it is really true.
I feel a story in
All of
common.
it. Dark magic runs throughout Belmore Manor. The house was built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants from England, who made their fortune trading across the Caribbean. Xavier Belmore, an explorer. Yardley Belmore, an actor. And Cecil Belmore, a scientist. Their parents dead for many years, they each loved and cared for their young sister, Abigail. Abigail met a young sailor who worked aboard her brother's ships, and in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and her share of the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner. Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore brothers sanctioned the union. But people began to wonder if Abigail was being locked into marriage, whether by blackmail or black magic. The 3 proud brothers planned a grand wedding, but in the months leading up to it, one by one, each of the brothers was lost, presumed dead. And yet the wedding was still to go ahead. And with Abigail set to inherit the entire Belmore fortune once she came of age, people began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn. On the morning of the wedding, Abigail summoned the sailor to her chambers. "I don't love you," Abigail declared. "I never loved you."
Wow.
And before the guests gathered in the house, Abigail declared that she would marry another on that same evening. John Rackham, first officer of the Belmore Trading Company, would be her new groom. Except that didn't happen. That night, everyone in the house suddenly and mysteriously vanished. Perhaps it was the last revenge of the scorned sailor. In the house that night was a heart that would be broken, a victim who would be tricked, and a force that would unleash evil. But no one knows exactly who each was. If you want to find the treasure, Murphy, you'll have to find out.
Okay. Interesting.
You're telling me that all of that actually happened?
And so much more, Murphy. Mysteries you have yet to uncover.
Dr. Moray's performance was gripping, but it seemed like something out of the vaudeville shows I'd snuck into as a teenager. Grifters peddling magic spells, fortune-telling, and miracle elixirs. At least that's what I tried to tell myself. And the treasure, is that real too?
It is as real as you are, Murphy. And someone went to a lot of trouble hiding it.
Can you help me find it?
I can, if you can prove your dedication to the search. I
Oh,
will
damn.
need you to retrieve something from inside the house. A small leather pouch called a gree-gree still lies inside Abigail Belmore's bedroom. We will need it if I'm to help you. This will get you inside.
A key makes sense.
not gonna pull a rabbit out of your hat for your next
He reminds
trick,
me
are
of the
you?
voodoo
I
lady
do
from
not
Monkey
do
Island.
tricks, Murphy McCallan.
And
You'll
just the male
soon learn
version.
this. The Belmore Estate lies at the end of the northeastern peninsula of Devil's Rock. Find that 𝗂𝗂𝗃 and bring it back to me. I'll be here when you return. And Murphy, this ghost story? Now it's your story, too.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound promising.
Framed by trees and lit by moonlight, Belmore Manor stood imposingly in the still night air. Even without any lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me, or warning me. With a deep breath, I placed the key into the lock of the house I'd been thinking about for weeks and turned it. Hello? I don't know if I expected a reply, but with only an echo in response, it seemed like nobody was home. I hope that was just the wind.
No, that's probably gonna be a trap, but, you know, it's all good.
An orb appeared seemingly from nowhere, glowing and shimmering with energy, simultaneously captivating and terrifying. It was like it had a presence, an aura that I couldn't explain. My first instinct was to look for smoke and mirrors, but this illusion was right before my very eyes, one that I could reach out and touch.
Let me guess, that's the room that we need to go to? I don't know. It's trying to get this door, not the stairs. Locked.
The door didn't have a visible lock, but as much as I tried, it wouldn't open.
This way. There's light on. We're not alone.
This was strange. I didn't remember seeing any lights on when I was outside the house. Walking into the room, I realized it must have been Abigail's bedroom. I was in the right place. Somewhere in this room was the 𝗂𝗂𝗃, and I needed to find it. I tried to lift the ashpan grate, but decades without use had rusted it in place.
Let's use the poker.
I took the poker from the hook.
Okay, one man.
I hope that was my imagination.
I bet you she's not dead.
I wedged the poker in the grate, and with all my might, pulled. I picked up the object that had been glinting in the fireplace and discovered it was a jeweled brooch.
I'll take it. We can sell it for money, then win-win.
The music
highly
box
doubt
was
it,
locked
though.
with no visible keyhole, but a distinctive indent on the front looked like it might be the mechanism to open it, if I had the right key.
Let me guess. There we
The
go.
brooch fitted snugly into the indentation in the music box. With a small click, the music box opened and revealed the contents it had held untouched for more than 30 years. The small leather bag was just as the witch doctor had described. It was hard to imagine what could be so important about it.
You should not be here.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I can explain.
You don't belong here.
I don't mean any harm.
Get out. Get out.
Well, that's one way to go out.
With good fortune, the pond had broken my fall.
Damn.
It was a strange juxtaposition, wiggling goldfish out of my underwear as I tried to process the fact that I'd just been the victim of an attempted murder by a ghost bride. The stories were true, so that meant the treasure might be real as well. And now I had the 𝗂𝗃𝗃.
Do we still have
It was
it?
time to return to the Spirit Queen.
Murphy, did you find it?
I saw her. I saw the bride. She tried to kill me.
I told you it was true. Now, do you have the 𝗂𝗃𝗃?
Yes, I found it.
Good. Good. Now, do you believe what I've been telling you?
I'm starting to. Why did she try to kill me?
There are some spirits that, even in death, do not wish to give up what they amassed in life. The question is, are you strong enough to persuade them?
I would be if they'd give me a chance to ask them.
Precisely.
And not
That
throw them out of a
will be our
window.
next step.
A manuscript for a voodoo spell? A spell to help me find the treasure?
A spell to reveal those who know where it is. There are many things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard, at least by mortals. But I commune with realms beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend. Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned, return now, my
I'm just
servants,
waiting
to
for this
do
dude to start
my
singing for some
command.
reason.
I have returned to you, Master.
Lower, this gentleman wishes to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. Tell him how this can be done.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies, their spirits still within its walls, trapped between life and death. To ask them, those spirits must be pulled back to the mortal realm.
And that is what our spell will do, Murphy. A summoning spell to unveil the ghost trapped within the house.
7 ingredients place inside, tie closed and then unseal. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 7, we can summon the ghosts of Belmore Manor. Once we've summoned the ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure was hidden. You have served me, Loa. Be gone. That, Murphy, is your goal. Find the 7 ingredients named in the voodoo manuscript, place them in the 𝗂𝗃𝗃, and return to the Spirit Queen. Are you up to the task?
I think so.
Excellent. Then there's just one thing left to do. The 𝗂𝗃𝗃 that you carry is not yours. It was stolen from the spirits. And an artifact of voodoo will only work for its rightful owner. To be used, it cannot be stolen. It can only be bought, or traded, or inherited. Fortunately for you, the spirits and I are willing to make a trade for something symbolic of your spirit. The spirit that yearns to escape its humdrum life. If you want the 𝗂𝗃𝗃 to be rightfully yours, what do you have to offer in exchange for it?
My soul. Shoot. A pocket watch?
What about this?
A pocket watch. A symbol of the life that doesn't satisfy you. A symbol of lost time. Dare you give it up?
I think I can do without it.
Then cast it into the spirit pool. The spirits have deemed it a satisfactory trade. The Grigri and its powers are now rightfully yours to wield. You are ready now, Murphy. Head out to the island and retrieve the ingredients we need. Then I will show you the final step of the spell.
How am I going to find what I need?
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I've found here. It's as though this island draws the supernatural to it. The bayou, the beach, the town, the manor, all will help you in your search. Tell me, Murphy, have you visited the mill to the north, the fort to the south, the church at the island's heart? The island will lead you to that which you seek. I
Well,
have
not yet.
no doubt about that.
I'm going to go and find the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
Hey, we made it past the prologue, even though I had to Google it, but you know. The summoning spell. Let's see. Can I open it? So we need bone fragment. We need rum, silver coin, gunpowder, black feathers, chalk, and coffin nails.
It was a small mound of gunpowder.
Okay. If you go to the map, I guess we'll have to go everywhere, so it doesn't really matter. Chicken coop.
Cluck, cluck. Buck, buck, buck. Cluck. I tried to persuade the chicken to come outside, but clearly I was out of cluck.
Wow, dude. Wow.
The wood was old and rotting. It wasn't going to be of any use. And who knew what critters might have made their homes inside the pile? The inside of the lumber mill smelled like sawdust and grease. Judging from the overgrown weeds, it clearly hadn't been used in a long time, and yet the lights remained on. I picked up the auger from the tool shelf.
Okay, but question is what do we have to do with it?
If I touched the grease with my bare hands, I'd be spending hours trying to wash it off. I tried the door, but it was locked.
Of course it was. That's locked too.
The hatches were locked. From their shape, I deduced they were for storing lumber, and I wasn't in need of any 2x4s. I didn't want to touch it. I hadn't seen something with that many scary-looking teeth since Old Lady Malloy's German Shepherd got loose on my 10th birthday.
I mean, there has to be something. I don't think we can do anything with it, but
I didn't want to make a hole in that.
kind of figured.
Despite its obvious age, the water wheel was still turning. I couldn't get near it, and that was probably a good thing if I didn't want to get dragged under by the current.
So if we need black feathers, maybe we have like a black chicken.
I didn't want to make a hole in. I didn't want to make a hole in that.
Okay. It's not a way to get him out. Maybe we need to go somewhere else first. I bet you the door is gonna be closed.
The church door was locked.
Oh no. Like everything else is locked.
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Not a doorknob, not a keyhole. Whoever sealed this up intended to seal it up for good.
There's gonna be a puzzle somewhere, I guess, to get that open.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note, but didn't know what I was searching for.
Oh, hello. We need the nails.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it. The gentleman inside the coffin was long past needing air holes.
Wasn't trying to make air holes for him, but you know.
The tin was full of nothing but holes.
We're just stealing his stuff and this dude doesn't even realize it.
I didn't need to warm my hands on the stove. It was already a humid night, and the fire was more useful at keeping bugs away from the shack than keeping anyone toasty. Hello?
Yeah! God darn it! Don't sneak up on people like that! You frighten the dying daylights out of me.
He looked at me like he'd seen a ghost. Sorry, you seem a little jumpy.
I thought you were that pesky little girl again.
A little girl? That doesn't seem like a reason to be scared.
She's a terror! One of these days she's gonna give me a heart attack. Last week, she showed up with a doctor's note she'd forged, saying a man I'd buried that day was just a very deep sleeper. 7 hours I was out here digging him back up, at my age.
And was he sleeping?
Dead as a dodo. Just like that little girl will be if I get my hands on her.
Oh, she's on the
Who
beach
are
if you want her.
anyway?
My name's Murphy McCallan. I've just arrived on the island.
Well, welcome, Mr. Murphy. I'm Edgar Kettle, gravedigger, undertaker, coffin maker, and anything else that needs doing to keep this cemetery running.
Was the little girl named Mallory Wisp by any chance?
That's her. The peril in a pinafore. She got the whole town thinking I was burying people prematurely. I walked past the school the other day, and they'd made up a jump rope chant about me.
Oh, what was the chant the school children made up about you?
Edgar, crazy feller, just be careful, he don't get you. How many bodies did he strive to bury while they're still alive?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wasn't looking for audience participation.
Sorry, I got carried away. Just like you with the burying.
Wow.
Did you make this coffin?
I sure did. But this is no more than a pauper's coffin by anyone's standards. The finest the parish pension can buy. Lock them in lumber, leave them to slumber, that's what I say. This'll end up 5 feet under by the end of the night.
I thought it was supposed to be 6 feet.
You're not the one doing the digging. 5 feet means I get a tea break.
Have you got any spare coffin nails?
No, I don't have any to spare. I've got a backlog of bodies begging for burial. But does the parish increase my funding? Nope. The roof's leaking, my table's broken. I've used floorboards to build some of the coffins. Take my advice. Don't go into this line of work. Undertaking is a dying business.
Do you think I could fit inside the coffin?
Probably not. The gentleman inside might make it a bit of a squeeze.
You mean there's a dead guy inside there?
There better be. I can't afford to be burying empty coffins.
Okay.
I'm looking for the treasure of Belmore Manor.
Oh, a treasure hunter. Well, let me tell you something, young man. Don't even think about digging up my graveyard. There's no treasure buried here, and I'm already busy enough filling in the holes that are supposed to be here.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the disappearance at Belmore Manor?
I think it's important to let the dead rest in peace.
But what if they're not in peace?
Well, you got me there. Listen, I think there's more to that story than meets the eye. You know the three brothers went missing, right? Well, if you ask me, I think Abigail Belmore was behind it. She was engaged to a sailor, but nobody like her would go for a commoner.
She might have loved him.
She could have loved somebody with a big bank account, too. I think she must have been using him, pretending to love him so he'd do her dirty work for her, bumping off her brothers. Then afterwards, she drops him and goes to marry the officer of the company. Fiendish.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah, just a feeling, that's all. But when you work with cadavers, you kinda get a sixth sense about things.
What do you think was behind the disappearance?
Well, the sailor must have found out he was being manipulated, right? Done something
Makes
to
sense.
get his revenge.
What do you think he did?
Nobody knows. He could have been working his way through those bodies like a madman. All we know is that everyone in that house disappeared. Tell you the truth, quite relieved they did.
Why's that?
Because if they hadn't disappeared, it would have been this old fool who had to bury him. Saved me a lot of work.
Wow. I have a feeling he doesn't like working.
Have you ever accidentally buried someone who was still alive?
Has someone been making accusations again?
No, just making conversation.
Well, not that I know of. When you think about it, how would I know?
Shouts for help, desperate shaking of the coffin.
Look, I haven't sealed anyone up who was chatting with me, let's put it that way. I usually check for signs of life, but everyone takes shortcuts sometimes, don't they? I deserve some rest in peace, too.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hopefully not the guy in the coffin.
Not funny.
I best be running
Okay,
along.
we annoyed him
Hope
long
not
enough.
dead. I don't want anything else on my to-do list.
What if we use this?
The stove was already burning brightly.
Maybe I was trying to burn up a shed, but guess not.
Hurry up with the barrels, Morris. We gotta get these unloaded before anyone sees us.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Musket? I don't think we should be using a church as our hiding place.
You're not being paid to think, Morris. You carry those barrels in here and let me worry about the theological implications. This place has been abandoned for decades. There's nobody around.
Nobody living, maybe. What if there's ghosts, boss?
Darn it, Morris. If brains was dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow your nose. Now get unloading. And keep an eye out for anyone snooping around.
What if someone catches us?
If anyone asks, we're the new clergy. We tell them these barrels are full of communion wine.
I thought we was rum runners, not wine runners, boss.
Communion
Okay, we
rum,
already found
then.
the rum.
Ah, gotcha.
Remember, St. Juniper's Church is a place to get closer to God. And if anyone questions our alibi, we make sure that happens.
The pair of rum runners looked like the human personifications of the dish and the spoon from Hey Diddle Diddle. The
Right.
gangly spoon bossing around the rotund dish as it carried barrels effortlessly from the jalopy and into the church. As it turned out, nursery rhyme characters become a lot more intimidating once they have revolvers.
Now you're gonna see I'm gonna be making a hole in it, and that moment the guy is gonna come out.
Using the auger, I drilled a small hole in the barrel. and out poured rum.
Uh-oh. Can we hide? Oh, we can pick it up. Never mind. I think.
I wasn't going to be able to carry rum around in my bare hands, and drinking
Shoot.
straight from the barrel felt a little uncouth.
Nice. I'm glad it's working. Can we use the fish?
I couldn't do that.
Damn it.
Nope. The 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗵𝘆 would get doused if I placed it directly in the spurting rum, and I didn't want to damage it.
I didn't steal the last cookie. I need to add like a GIF or something to pop up.
The jalopy door was locked. How ironic that the rum runners would take care not to be the target of criminality. Wandering happily into the hideout of a pair of mobsters wasn't going to be a smart move.
Oh, I can get the empty tin if he allows me to take it.
Musket, one of the barrels has sprung a leak.
How many times are you gonna bother me? Put a cork in it, will ya?
Oh yeah, that'll work.
The tin was full of nothing but holes.
Oh, it has holes in it. True. Forgot about it. Well, that's not an option. We'll go to this place. Maybe we find something over there.
The plaque read, Fort de l'Humour. No public access. For further information, please contact the lighthouse keeper.
Question is, where is the lighthouse keeper?
Here, kitty kitty. Psst, 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 psst. It was no use. That cat was clearly more entranced by shiny things than the stranger outside the gate.
The
brooch was much too dirty to catch the cat's attention.
Okay, fish maybe?
The fish had been dead for years, was primarily comprised of stuffing, and smelled faintly of formaldehyde. The cat wasn't going to be interested in it in the slightest.
Okay. I mean, technically we should be able to crawl through the window. So we need to find... Oh, shoot. We need to find a way to get the rum. I'm thinking...
Murphy McAllen, so you're still here. What have you been up to? Anything newsworthy?
That's none of your business. Don't think I've forgotten your trick with the telegram.
Hey, it's nothing personal. Your business is my business, and my business is news. I'm Evelyn Stoker, editor of the Juniper Parish Gazette. No misdeed left unshared, no drama left unmonetized. Come on, work with me here, McAllen. I need something juicy. Committed any crimes? Uncovered any affairs? Any deep, personal secrets to reveal?
The honest-to-God truth?
No.
No.
I need a good story. I can't let something minor like the truth stand in the way of that.
I didn't want to get ink all over me trying to carry the canister around.
We got some twine.
I picked up the twine. With her stunt at the bayou, I figured she owed me one. I picked up the scissors. Maybe she owed me two.
Okay, filing cabinets. What if I use this on
That
the
didn't
canister?
work.
Guess we'll have to talk to her.
Yes?
Hi. Did you know Comptroller Grimes?
How could I forget him? The guy was a walking, talking migraine generator.
Surely you shouldn't speak of the dead like that.
Why not? I spoke plenty worse about him when he was alive. Anyway, I'm sure everything happens for a reason.
Rude.
And hopefully that reason is to increase my circulation numbers. Everything's connected, you know? Have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? I suspect it works for moths, too, because I can never get the damn things out of here. Some people say that if a man breaks wind in Alabama, it can cause a hurricane in Fiji.
I think I shared a train car with that guy on my way here. What are you working on?
One of the most romantic articles this newspaper's ever seen. Francois Fogg, Dead Nettle's local pharmacist, is reuniting with his long-lost love after 14 years apart, thanks to this newspaper's personal ads column.
What a lovely story.
That's right. She mailed in a letter she wanted printed. Her former sweetheart saw it, and now they're on track to see each other again. Eventually.
Eventually?
Well, that's a bit of an administrative issue. In the letter we received, she told him to meet her in her Texas hometown of Magnolia. Due to a tiny typesetting error, he's now on a 6-week voyage to Mongolia. But doesn't it warm your heart how far people will go for love?
Don't you have more interesting stories to write about?
The crackpots this island calls a population wouldn't know something interesting if they paid for it. Which they hardly do. Believe me,
She's so
I've tried to
rude.
get juicier stories. Scouring the island, doorstop interviews, hiding under windows.
You eavesdrop on people through their windows?
It's called investigative reporting.
It's called being a creep.
I'm doing some research on the treasure of Belmore Manor.
Have you found it?
Well, no, not yet. I've just started looking.
Then don't waste my time. Come back when you've got the goods.
You might not believe this, but I saw a ghost inside Belmore Manor.
You know what? You're right, McAllen. I don't believe it. Really? You've been on this island how long? And you're already starting to sound as loopy as a local.
Have you ever written an article on the disappearance at Belmore Manor?
What a waste of column inches. Leave it. That's my advice. There's no story in it.
No story.
Not one that anyone would believe. And I've got advertisers breathing down my neck.
What do you think went on?
Practically everyone on this island thinks there was some kind of sorcery involved. No one is looking at the reality. If I write up my research, no one on the island will believe me. If I write their wackadoodle theories, I'll be laughed out of the industry.
You can tell me what you've uncovered about Belmore Manor. Trust me, at this point, few things would surprise me.
I heard the Belmore Trading Company was losing revenue. Its profits eaten up by who knows what ventures those brothers had going on. I've seen the records. The company was privately owned, sure, but when you've got pressure building and the sharks are circling, you've got to shore up your defenses. I think that's why the Belmores persuaded Abigail to marry John Rackham.
Marry someone she didn't love?
But he didn't love her either. He was just after the company, so he hires the sailor to seduce her, convince her there's more to life than Devil's Rock. And as soon as she marries Rackham, they split, never to see each other again. He inherits the lot, and she disappears with her lover boy sailor to who knows where.
But why do you think all the guests disappeared?
They bumped them off to cover their tracks. Either one of them could have been sunning it up in Sarasota ever since. But imagine me writing that into a piece of serious journalism.
Oh,
I think I better be going.
thank you for the info,
Keep your
I
eyes
guess.
peeled for a story, McAllen. There are secrets on the island, and it's my job to run advertisements next to them.
Let's see. We can find something on the beach. We got a bottle.
As I picked up the bottle, I anticipated what could be inside. A brine-stained treasure map, perhaps, or a scribbled plea from a castaway desperately awaiting rescue. Looking inside, I found it was empty. The only writing on it was the embossed glass letters of the 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗀 Soda Company.
Well, at least we have something now to put the rum in, which is back to the church.
The barrels were far too heavy for me to lift, though that gorilla of a rum runner had been picking
Hey,
them up
Mr.
like they were
Teds,
cotton
welcome in.
balls.
I don't want to take the rum. Hold on. There we go. I was trying to get the cork out. bottle.
I filled the bottle with rum pouring from the barrel. Relief washed over me at the realization that I'd done it without getting caught by the 2 rum runners.
Oh, caught yet. There we go, busted.
Hey, Musket! There's someone out here!
Or so I thought.
Hey, fella, what do you think you're doing snooping around here? This is our church, you know, and it's closed.
I'm with the Prohibition Bureau. We've got this place surrounded.
Officer Moe's 10 feet underwater wearing cement shoes. We made sure of it.
He's being a wise guy, Musket.
Time to fill him full of lead.
Uh-oh.
But boss, it's bad luck to bump someone off in a churchyard.
Now, where'd you hear a nonsensical thing like that?
I thought churches was hallowed ground, where sin and immorality
thing
would
they're
face
stupid.
supernatural punishment in this world or the next.
Where do you get this stuff from? I told you, I do the thinking in this partnership.
I don't know, can we already bring him the rum? Or do we need to place it in the,
I poured the rum into the gree-gree.
Okay. What else do we need? So, that is done. We need a silver coin. Okay, a bone fragment. I think we might have to,
It was a fragment of bone.
dig up a dead person.
It was a manuscript that looked...
I know it is a manuscript. Let's see if we can open that window. Or if it goes open now.
The damp air of the bayou had swelled the window in its frame. It would need more force than my bare hands could supply to open it.
Okay. Do we have something? I mean, scissors is not going to work. This maybe.
With a bit of elbow grease, I levered up the window frame. Pressed against the inside wall was a dusty desk covered in spiderwebs, and to top it, one thing lay undisturbed, a small folded document which I picked up, along with an inadvertent 8-legged companion. Ugh! Ghost stories and haunted treasures I could handle, but spiders gave me the creeps.
Captain's license. Cornelius not... Is that the guy from, either the dock or is that the... Say it. The one at the... It's burying, the people. I wasn't paying attention. I'll have to go back, I guess. See. We'll just go this way. Oh no, Edgar. Okay. A screw jack. And I wonder why that was underneath there, but... Oh.
A mischievous idea began to form in my mind. Hey, I think the guy inside here might still be alive.
And why would you think something like that?
The coffin was just shaking around. Maybe you should open it up.
Well, I didn't see it move.
The gravedigger had me in a conundrum. I could hardly start shaking it right in front of his eyes.
And unless the body inside starts jiggling around, I'm not opening up that coffin.
I tied the twine to the uneven table and took up a hiding spot behind a nearby wall. It was time to wake the dead. Hello? Hello? Why is it so dark in here?
Huh? Who's that?
I'm stuck. Help! Help!
Mallory, if that's you again.
Get me out of this thing.
Oh no, not again. Mister, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I was told... Mister? Oh, God darn it! Next time I see that girl, I'm gonna have a peewee-sized coffin all ready for her. A few hours locked in one of those should adjust her sense of humor.
I think she's gonna love it, to be honest, being stuck in a coffin. And we cannot steal anything from the dead body, I guess. But we can steal the nails, so that's another thing
I picked up the handful of discarded coffin nails
that
from
we
the
get,
tin.
like, checked off. That's that.
I placed the coffin nails in the gree-gree. Searching the dead man's body was not something I wanted to do.
I don't think anyone wants to do it, but you know, you never know what is in the guy's pocket. Let's head to the dock and talk to that fisherman to see if he knows anything about the captain's license.
What do you think of this?
Looks like the license is missing the photograph.
Ooh, I want the
Hey,
knife.
Ned, do you mind if I borrow your knife?
If you need it, Mac, just bring it back to me later tonight, would you? If I'm lucky with my catch, I'll be firing up the grill. You're invited to join me, of course.
Not sure why we need a knife, but see, what else can we give him to? Let's give him the fish. Not that we need it, but
What do you think of my fish?
That's a whopper. Hang it on the scale and let's see what it weighs. Doubt it'll be Squibb's record, though.
maybe we need to weigh it down.
I hung the fish on the scales.
You caught a pincosa. They're the most delicious fish around here, especially grilled. But you'll never beat Squibb's record.
Squibb?
Jebediah Squibb, the Cajun catcher, he calls himself. Last week at the Dead of the Docks, Squibb caught the heaviest pincosa on record. Got his photograph on the front page of the newspaper and everything. Now how am I going to rest while he brags and boasts about it every single night?
Okay, so assume we have to break the record, which, if it was in the paper, we need to go
With
talk
its
to our
innards
lovely
made of
friend
cotton
again.
and material scraps, the fish's weight was distinctly unimpressive.
Let's head back. Let's see.
Anything
Is
to
there-
report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
I'm just here for news articles. I don't think we can read
Don't
any.
even think about it. The spring on that printing press looks like it's going to blow at any moment.
Oh, excuse me. Just trying to look at it. Okay.
There was no way I was going to get past the newspaper editor to get it. Besides, I didn't know how to operate it.
Hey, you can't come back here.
Sorry.
Wow. You got tats for my butt. And that's how not to steal. 100 disappeared faster than your sense of shame.
You can't come.
Sorry.
Oh, we can now go into the courtyard and then see that was open. We got a little fountain, and we got this dude.
Good evening. He looked past me like I was invisible, as though if he ignored me hard enough, there was a chance I'd disappear. I said good evening?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Okay.
There's no one else here.
Wishful thinking on my part. Have you taken a wrong turn, sir?
I'm just having a look around.
Well, make it a quick one, and I shall need to know your name.
Murphy McAllen, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
My name is Felix Greer, maitre d', bartender, and acting
Named
manager
by my
of the
bot.
Captain's Club. When Mr. Perkins has the night off.
What is this place?
This, sir, is the Captain's Club, a private members club for current and retired sea and riverboat captains. We are highly exclusive. Are you a captain?
He asked with a smugness that told me he already knew the answer.
I thought not. Then may I recommend a swift exit? You'll find a convenient egress to your starboard side.
Okay.
If you
So-
like, I can give you a good swift kick in the right direction, sir. And don't feel a need to stop walking until your ankles get soggy.
So this is a reference to Monkey Island, the second one. Because there's a beach that you can only... Like, it's a members-only beach. And it's like a similar... Of course, he's not wearing a costume, but it's like a similar, like... type of person asking for your members card to get in, so...
I best be casting off.
Don't feel the need to rush back, sir.
Okay, so I assume that eventually we need to get our picture taken, put it on the captain's license, and get in there.
Oh, my second customer of the night. I don't know if I can handle such a rush. Welcome, young man, to Doubloon's Jewelry. Oh, the riches to fill your breeches. Jewels, silver, gold, the finest
I
things
thought
for
it
you
said
to
something
behold.
else instead of
Whom
breeches.
do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My name's Murphy McAllen.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. My name's Jasper Crumb, owner and proprietor. Are you looking for something valuable while you're here on the island?
Funnily enough, I am.
Is there a special someone in your life? Looking for an apology gift, perhaps? I've sold more missed anniversary necklaces and drunken fumble earrings than I can count.
No, I don't need anything like that.
Then how about something for yourself? You look like a working man. Could I interest you in a pocket watch?
Actually,
No.
I had one up until about an hour ago. Traded it to a glowing green guy for a magic pouch. As the words left my lips, I realized I sounded like a character from Jack and the Beanstalk.
Pardon me?
I'm just here to browse.
Browse away, young man. I'll be here if you need me.
There is no reason to use the microscope without something to magnify.
What if I give him the crappy brooch?
Excuse me, would you be able to polish a brooch for me?
Let me take a look. Oh, well, 18-karat yellow gold, filigree wirework in a handcrafted floral motif, and round, brilliant cut ruby, if I'm not mistaken, made to fit a music box?
That's right. How did you know that?
I know my own handiwork anywhere. Now, how did you get a hold of it?
Oh, just a gift.
I stole
What a
it.
generous gift indeed. Well, we do offer free polishings on all items purchased here, so I'd be very happy to shine her up for you. Please, bear with me for a moment.
Can I steal something?
Robbing a jewelry store really wasn't my style.
Okay, but he's busy with something, so that means that I can do something.
There was no way I could carry a fishbowl full of water and a live goldfish around with me. I inspected the carving. Its woodworm-dotted surface and water-stained edges suggested it had once been much more than a decorative piece in a jewelry store. I needed to think of something else.
Kind of figured.
There was no reason to use the microscope without something to magnify.
And that's taking a long time. Oh.
There we go, shining like a firefly's rear end. I'm afraid the clasp on the back has broken off. You weren't planning on wearing it soon, were you?
I wasn't planning on wearing it at all.
There's no shame in indulging yourself every once in a while. Lord knows I can appreciate the comfort and empowerment a pair of hosiery can bring. Anyway, we don't have any replacement clasps in stock, but I can put it in order. In the meantime, here's a button magnet that should hold it in place, as long as you're not too vigorous with it.
Thank you.
No, he was... No. No. He broke something that we gave him. Okay, so...
It was the ornate brooch I'd had cleaned at the jeweler's, now glimmering in the light.
So we have a magnet that we can use for something. Let's head back to... I think the cat was there. How are you doing, Crypt? Hope you're good. Now we can use this on a cat.
With the newly polished brooch gleaming, I angled it towards the lantern, catching the light and reflecting a red beam on the wall. I took a handful of the spilled gunpowder.
I'm doing good. I'm happy that I'm finally playing this game because it's been on my to-do list for a very long time.
I placed the gunpowder into the gree-gree.
So, ooh, wrong button. So we need chalk, black feather, silver coin, bone fragment.
It was a manuscript.
And we need to figure out how to put like extra weight on our dead fish. But maybe, hold on, if you go back to the Spirit Queen, I have an idea. I use it, and then use the sand that's in this, put it in the fish. This game is very Monkey Island inspired.
I cut into the sack with the knife, revealing it to be full of corn.
Oh, not sand. Corn it is. Okay.
That didn't work. I took the corn from the sack.
I'll put the corn in the fish.
That didn't work.
Okay, that's not gonna work either. Shoot.
That didn't work.
So what do we need corn for? Oh, wow, I'm such an idiot. We needed to learn to lure the chicken. That's why. Almost forgot about it. Let me guess, it's a black one.
I scattered the corn
no.
on the path. Mere seconds
White
later,
one.
it attracted the attention of the curious chicken.
Can I now go
Now
in
that
there?
the chicken was enjoying the fresh air, there was nothing of interest in the chicken coop.
Seriously? Can I take the chicken then?
I was glad nobody had seen that. I may have known how to handle a chicken drumstick, but wrestling the living version was altogether different.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay.
I needed to think of something else.
A gun, maybe? Hold on. Can we... something here.
I looked over the machine, but I couldn't find a way to turn it on, if it even still worked. I needed to think of something else.
Okay, that's not gonna be it.
The twine would be more useful to me intact. I placed the dime into the gree-gree. That would work as the silver coin.
We had the silver coin all along. We didn't even have to look for it. Didn't even think about putting it in there.
That wasn't going to work.
No, it's not gonna work. Okay.
Despite its obvious age, the water wheel was still turning. I couldn't get near it, and that was probably a good thing if I didn't want to get dragged under by the current.
Let's see if there's more to do on that cemetery, because there was this little area with the vault. I don't know. Does he have something he wants to say
Hello,
about
Edgar.
it?
Yeah.
Who is it you're burying?
This is Theodore Grimes. He was the
comptroller for Juniper Parish?
That's right. You know him?
We were supposed to have a meeting. Clearly he's going to miss it.
Sure is. Now he's the late comptroller Grimes.
Do you know there were a couple of gentlemen up by the church?
Rum runners they are, and dealing with them is not in my job description. As long as they don't mix up the stiffs I'm burying with the stiff drinks they're smuggling, I'm keeping my nose out. Curiosity killed the cat, you know, and I really miss Mittens.
Okay.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
I mean, there's always a cat in the fort that he can have if he really wants to. Hey, Rink, welcome in. We need to find a way into this crypt.
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Not a doorknob, not a keyhole. Whoever sealed this up intended to seal it up for good.
Okay, we're back at the church, so that's not gonna be it. I'm playing a game called Foolish Mortals, which is based on like 90s point-and-click story-driven games like Monkey Island. What other games do you have from that era? Like a bunch of them. But I need to find a way to... Oh, hold on. Maybe I can just put the magnet in... the magnet is probably gonna be for in the captain's license, but...
That wasn't going to work.
Okay. I need to find a way to put like weight onto my fish to cheat in the whatever competition.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, one article stood out to me. It showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record.
Hey. Let's see if we can do something there.
Anything to report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
No, I want to see... Can I... get any of these newspapers? It's a canister. It's not going to be it. Okay, if I give you...
I
Penny?
didn't need to buy anything from her.
Why not? I want a newspaper.
Yes?
Hi.
Oh.
Would you take my photograph?
Do you know how much the chemicals cost to develop those photographs? I'm
I'll
on
give
a
you a
limited
penny.
budget here, McAllen. Unless you've done something notable, you're not getting into print.
I've got a story for you. A big one. There are rum runners at the old church.
Keep your voice down, Motormouth. Do you want us to end up in the obituaries?
I thought you wanted a real scoop for the Gazette.
I do, just not one that gets me on the wrong side of the mob in the process. Pigeon elected mayor, cow does the high jump. Those are the types of stories that get eyes on the front pages.
But I thought journalists had a duty towards truth, justice, and society.
Where'd you get that poppycock idea? My duty is towards the circulation numbers. And while I'd love a shocker of a story, I'd rather not become the story, if you catch my drift.
What's in those filing cabinets?
Past issues of the paper, going all the way back to 1858. Of course, things were a lot more interesting when Dead Nettle was thriving. People, ships, and cargo coming and going. Lots to report on back then. More than the dregs I have to dress up now.
Do you have any back issues featuring the Belmore Manor wedding?
We don't, I'm afraid. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding, and disappeared along with everyone else. The newspaper
That's
had to close up
unfortunate.
shop for months while it was restaffed. This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just one person.
How are you doing, Rink? You doing good?
Why did the ship stop coming to Dead Nettle?
The Belmore Trading Company was the heartbeat of this island. After the disappearance, there was no one left to run the company, and it all got sold off. When that folded, so did pretty much everything else.
Okay. Guess we cannot buy anything from
I
her.
think I better be going.
I've got my eye on you, McAllen.
Okay, so we cannot go to the captain's club because we're not a captain. Go back over here.
Welcome back.
Okay, do you have anything else to say?
Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
What's the carving on the front of your counter?
That is the genuine stern carving of the Golden Goose, the famous brigantine. I could trace my family's history on the island back hundreds of years, right back to the ship's owner, Captain Bartholomew Crumb. You've heard of him, I expect.
Captain
No.
Crumb, the vicious pirate? I read about him as a child.
One of the most successful in the Caribbean. That is, until, as the story goes, he got pursued by a ghost ship.
Ooh.
A ghost ship? Surely that can't be more than a legend.
Then how do you explain this? Without a single shot fired, every sailor aboard his ship fell down dead, victims of an evil pirate who wielded a black stone. Captain Crumb was the sole survivor. He escaped undetected in a rowboat, and after days at sea, made it to this very island. After that, he never went to sea again. Instead, he set up this shop with the one chest of jewels he'd managed to carry away. Some of the gems you see around here still date back to that final hoard.
A black stone killed the crew?
Well, so the story goes. I suppose it explains my family's obsession. Not just the gold and jewels that tempt us, but the wicked stones that threaten us.
Why did Captain Crumb come to Devil's Rock to set up his store?
This was his home port. Devil's Rock used to be quite the lawless island. Legend goes he used to hide his treasure along the southeastern coastline. The island is dotted with caves. Plenty of places to hide the loot.
Okay. Guess
I'm looking
we'll
for
be
lost
looking there.
treasure.
I'd say you found it. Everything inside these four walls is a treasure, handmade to the finest quality.
I mean a specific treasure. The lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
Well, if you find it, bring it in here for an appraisal. I'll give you a good price for it. But that's a pretty big if, isn't it?
What do you know about Belmore Manor?
Oh, it's a tragedy what went on there. But I know what I think. Black magic.
Black magic?
That's right. While some of us make an honest living around these parts, there are others who are lured in
Ooh,
by
Korean
the darker
barbecue.
depths of the sea.
Who do you think that was?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? Abigail used to stop
Sounds
by here
fun.
all the time, taking a gander at
I
the
have like
rings and the necklaces.
absolutely nothing planned.
She was a
Of course,
lovely
besides
young
a stream,
girl
but
who always
other
saw
than
the
that,
best in
I
people.
am
And
doing
Mr. Rackham,
nothing.
He was a model for how to run a good business, honest and decisive. Now, that only leaves one person, doesn't it?
The sailor?
Exactly. I'd heard rumors about black magic going on inside Belmore Manor. I think he was casting his spell on Abigail, making her fall in love with him. Why else would someone as rich as her want to marry someone like him? He certainly couldn't afford the rings and necklaces that caught her eye. I think, come the night of the wedding, she wised up. That's why she decided to marry Mr. Rackham after all, a much more responsible choice for the company.
Oh.
How's business tonight?
You're not a millionaire with an enraged fiancé, are you?
I'm not, no.
Ooh, a week off. Nice.
Then business tonight is about as lively as a snail drinking decaf. The only other customer I had in here tonight
Do you have like
was more
anything
interested
planned
in the
for like
provenance of
Christmas
fossils than
Eve
the
or
shiny
Christmas
stuff.
Day? Like
Booked a
gonna do
private
anything
viewing,
special or?
and didn't buy anything. Can you believe it? The first time in weeks the shop gets a private viewing, and all they're interested in is bones.
You sell fossils, too?
I sell all the treasures of the earth. If it's under the ground and I can sell it, I'm interested.
I
Is he
hear
also
Burke
selling
and
dead
Hare have the same
bodies?
philosophy.
Okay, let's
What are
see
you
what he's
selling?
selling.
We specialize in jewelry and precious stones. Rings, necklaces, earrings, and brooches in this cabinet to my left. Gems,
Oh,
geodes,
look
and
at there.
fossils in this
An
cabinet to
angry
my right.
Spexican
You'd be
appeared.
surprised at how much of an impact some stones
That's a
can
first.
make. My family can tell you that. We also offer a free polishing service
gotcha.
on all purchases from the shop. Just
How are
bring
you,
it in
Spexy?
and we'll shine it up for you. Our little thank you to our loyal customers.
How do you know what jewelry was purchased here?
I handcraft everything this shop sells. I have
Sleepy
an encyclopedic
Spexican
knowledge
today?
of our wares, Mr. McAllen. Going back
I mean, that's what
decades.
weekends are for, right? To sleep, to rest up. You're allowed to get some sleep and be
What's
lazy.
the most valuable thing in here?
I suppose that depends on how you value things, doesn't it?
In dollars and cents?
But I also saw that
Yes,
you weren't
I
feeling
used to
well,
value
so
things that way. But
hope
a
you
lack
feel
of
better
business
soon.
has a way of making you more philosophical about these things. Now
Yeah,
I'd say
true.
the most valuable thing here is Granny.
Granny? Your grandmother is in here?
That's right. In the fishbowl. Granny is my goldfish.
Okay. Weird name for a goldfish, but
You named your goldfish Granny?
Yes, it was the most wondrous thing. The same day my grandmother Bethesda died, I was out at the local fun fair, and I
Oh,
won
no,
this
he didn't.
goldfish on the ring toss. When we got home, every time we mentioned Bethesda, that little fish jumped out of the water and back on in. We think Granny's passed on into that fish. What do you think?
I mean this with no disrespect, but I think that's the craziest thing I've come across tonight, and I had a ghost bride trying to kill me.
We all have our quirks.
But don't goldfish only live for a few years? If she was your grandmother, she must have died sometime around the middle of the last century.
Oh, yes, that's right. Each time the goldfish dies, Granny's spirit hops into a new fish. We must be
Wow.
on Granny number 44 by now.
okay. He's an interesting guy.
I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me. What a nice young man. Isn't he, Granny? I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh, dude is talking to his little fish. I mean, you might have to go back to the manor, but furniture. There's nothing we can steal.
From the patina of rust, it was clear the patio set hadn't
Oh,
been used
no.
in decades.
This is not good.
Ouch! So much for good luck.
Yep.
I picked
But
up
we
the
can
horseshoe
steal
that
it.
had assaulted me. It was heavy, as the bump on my head attested.
Ooh, hold on. Can I put it in the fish?
With the ripped seam as an opening, I placed the horseshoe inside the taxidermy fish. Now it was heavy.
And now we can scam the fisher. Hold on. Let's go back to this location.
I couldn't do that.
Yes, you can.
The stories about Belmore Manor are true. I saw the ghost bride inside the house.
Blast it, Murphy. Don't say I didn't warn you. This island has had its fair share of the macabre. The best way to deal with it is to leave well enough alone. Why are you searching for that treasure anyway?
Well, it's my job. The state's claim on that money runs out at 8 a.m., and I'm supposed to find it.
You seem pretty passionate about something that's just for work. What are the odds you draw an assignment like that?
Well, I might have made my own luck there. They wouldn't normally authorize an investigation so close to the statute of limitations running out, especially on a 30-year-old cold case. But thrust a stack of forms in front of the boss 5 minutes before clocking off on a Friday afternoon, and he doesn't care what he's signing.
Well, let's just hope he wasn't signing your death warrant.
Probably has.
Most of my investigations don't amount to more than counting paper clips in a municipal building or going cross-eyed over receipt rolls in a courthouse. When I found that old case folder tucked behind the filing cabinet, its only lead, a water-stained magazine, talking about a real-life haunted house, how could I pass it up? No luck fishing?
Not a bite, Mac. The 𝗠𝗂𝗿𝗆 just ain't snapping for me today. Shame, too, because I'm planning on firing up my grill later. And then the tastiest catch in these waters.
How do you catch
How
it?
do you catch a 𝗠𝗂𝗿𝗆?
With hours of patience and decades of practice. You ever wrestled a rod before?
Just the once. I went fishing on Lake Erie, but the only thing I caught was a cold. Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
Okay, and now we can do this. It's gonna break the scale, isn't it?
Mac, does that say what I think it does? You been holding back on me. That breaks Scribb's record.
McAllen,
We got a picture.
how does it feel to have decimated the town record in your first few hours on the island?
How did you hear about this so fast?
It's my job to know about things fast. Now,
She's a stalker,
I'm
that's
asking
why.
the questions here. Where'd you get the fish, McAllen?
Well, it was a mighty battle on the southern coast. Its fins strong as a motor, its mouth as fierce as a tiger's. I paused dramatically to allow my fishing prowess to wash over them.
What rod did you use?
Wooden one?
Oh,
I
shoot.
mean, what make?
We should have talked to him.
You know, I didn't use a rod.
You caught the fish without a rod?
It was more one-on-one. Mono, fisho.
You wrestled a fish?
And I won.
And our gig is up.
Well, as much as it pains me to say it, you're the cover story in the next edition of the Juniper Parish Gazette. And this is why I'm not getting a Pulitzer.
Thought she was like gonna call us out on our scam.
I've got to hand it to you, Mac. That fish is a whopper. I don't know how you got it, but as long as it keeps Squid quiet at the porch party tomorrow, I ain't complaining.
Guess we're not taking the fish.
I had more important things to do than fish. I'd had enough of carrying these suspiciously heavy fish around. I decided to leave it there.
Okay, then we'll leave. It's fine. We'll leave the fish there.
Murphy! Have you seen the cover of the evening edition? I think we caught your personality perfectly in that photograph. Naive, simple, unsophisticated. Makes it all the more surprising that you actually accomplished something.
I wonder if I should have it
Rude.
framed.
That'll cost you.
Okay. How much do I need to pay for it?
Hey, those cost money, you know.
But it has my photograph on it.
The Do Not Serve board down at Spinelli's bar has my photograph on it. But that doesn't mean I can just pick it up and walk out with it, does it?
Here, take a penny.
I'd like to buy a newspaper.
Finally, I get something out of you loitering in here. That'll be 1 cent, please.
I picked up the newspaper. The fewer people that saw it, the better.
Pilot newcomer breaks fishing record. Okay. Let's see what she wrote. With a face dribbling with naivety, simplicity, and bewilderment, Murphy McLean struggled to find the words to communicate his unlikely accomplishment. Was it beginner's luck, foul play, whatever it was, we can be confident it wasn't fishing prowess, as Murphy McCarran looks the type more likely to be at the hook end of a rod than the handle. Rude. Murphy McCullough's presence on the island is sure to provide amusement for us all, and we wish him well on his investigations here. But how long will his record last? Information.
The headline read, "Island Newcomer Breaks Fishing Record," with my photograph printed in black and white.
Okay. So if I now use... Hold on. Maybe I need to get out. Scissors.
Carefully, I cut my photograph out of the newspaper.
Now we can get into the Captain's Club or whatever it's called.
I was going to need something adhesive to stick it in with. I couldn't do that.
Okay.
That wasn't going to work.
Oh, the grease. Hold on. I think we might be wrong about it, but we'll see what happens. Use this.
I needed to think of something else.
Not on the beam, but on the grease.
I couldn't do that.
Shoot. Not the grease. Okay.
It was a riverboat captain's license belonging to a Captain Knott, but the space for a photograph was empty.
Yeah, but I thought I could, like...
It was a riverboat captain's license
there,
belonging to a Captain Knott.
Guess not.
But the space for a photograph was empty.
Guess we'll have to look for something to glue it in there. Wow. You are not lucky, Grimmy. Not at all. Have you ever won? Let me cut the rope. Maybe not with scissors. Maybe we need the knife.
I didn't need...
Okay, is that sticky?
I wasn't going to touch the molasses with my bare hands. With the items I was borrowing across the island, some may have said I had sticky fingers, but this would have made it a little bit too literal.
Yeah, like music and voice acting is pretty good in this game. I've been enjoying it so far. A lot of references to Monkey Island, but now we can put the
Thanks to the stickiness of the molasses, the photograph adhered nicely to the captain's license.
There we go. We faked our captain's license. Yeah, it's an indie developer. I think like it's a team of I think maximum 5 people or something, and it's their first game.
I reached up to the cow skull and dislocated
so far it's been pretty
jaw.
good. So we got the bone.
I placed the jawbone into the 𝗂𝗏.
Oh, what else do we need? Black feathers and chalk.
It was a manuscript that looked hundreds of years old, with the instructions to a spell that summoned things hidden within.
I think we might have to come down first.
The wheel was too heavy to move. Looking out over the tranquility of the gardens, its magnolias lit by moonlight, nothing could take my attention away from the macabre sight dangling from the oak tree. A hanged skeleton, its wedding suit little more than tattered rags clinging to bone.
Oh no.
And its skull seemingly watching me with hollow, unblinking eyes. An eternal groom without a bride.
What does he has in his hands? Okay. We're not going to be able to chop the tree down. So we need to probably
Skeleton
get it from
hung
there.
high up in the tree, swaying with each slight breeze. Even from down on the ground, I felt disturbingly close to it.
I mean, we could try to get back in there and see if we can see whatever he's holding, but we're probably going to be flying out of that window again.
I went to open the door into Belmore Manor, but the key was gone. I was sure I'd left it in the lock.
No, well.
From the ground, I didn't have a clear view through the balcony doors, but that didn't stop me from knowing the dark magic that went on beyond that broken glass.
Let's head back to the Captain's Club. Now I can give him my license.
My credentials.
You're telling me you are a captain?
I trust it's all in order.
I thought you said your name was Murphy McCallan.
That's right.
Then why does this say Captain Not?
It's a pseudonym for marketing purposes. You've got to stand out nowadays. A cool name's a good way to do that. You didn't think Captain Hook was called Hook before the hand incident, did you? What would the odds of that have been?
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon soiree with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll accept this for tonight, but try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do please let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. We don't open for another hour, but if you'd like, you can head up now to acquaint yourself.
Hey, you got that as well?
I picked up the cube of billiard chalk from the edge of the table.
The only thing that we need to figure out is the black feathers.
I placed the chalk into the gree-gree. The cabinet was locked.
And can we go on the balcony? Nope.
The door was locked.
Everything is locked in here.
The switch seemed to control the ceiling fans.
Would be funny if I could cut down that corpse, hang him up here on the ceiling fans, and then turn the switch on. I don't think that's the purpose of the game, but
the map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me.
I think we have everything from here then. Let's see if he has something useful to say. I doubt it.
Hello again, Felix.
Hello again, sir.
Is that like a black feather in there, or am I seeing this wrong?
I'm looking for the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
Oh, goody! Another young adventurer seeking fame, fortune, or some combination of the two. Just the local color Dead Nettle has been lacking.
What do you know about the lost treasure?
Do you think you're living in a storybook? Weathered maps, talking parrots, X marks the spot? Grow up, you silly boy. Captaincy is a noble skill that doesn't need to be trivialized with childish tales of lost treasure.
You must have some thoughts on the disappearance.
On moonlit nights, when the waves crash against the rocks, The captains of this club trade yarns about this very mystery. Did you know Abigail Belmore's fiancé was a sailor who worked on the ships? Some of the old boys here even worked with him. They say he loved her, as true as a captain loves the sea. But she was a temptress, a siren. She scuttled that sailor's heart, consumed by a voodoo premonition that she had to fulfill. More beautiful than a mermaid, and twice as fishy.
What did she do?
After months of engagement, she broke it off and chose to marry an officer of the company instead, on their very wedding day.
Why did she do that?
The rumors I've heard are that they discovered something in the Caribbean, something wicked, something that consumed them and drove them to heinous acts. The Belmore brothers swore their crew to secrecy, and the men were loyal to their word. But the rot in the rope was that sister, Abigail. People say that whatever they discovered took hold of her. With the sailor's broken heart and the officer's resources, she was about to unleash something terrible, until the disappearance halted her evil plans.
Do you think that's true?
Of course not. It's all nonsense. But the captains do love to outperform each other with such tales on a dull evening.
Okay.
I best
We'll
be
leave it at
casting
that.
off.
Farewell, Captain.
Okay. I mean, you can grab some water. Might always come in handy.
I filled the bottle with water from the fountain.
I don't think we will be able to get on that balcony. I think we might have to... Honestly, I still think we need to do something with that chicken. Even though it's not black feathers, but... The knife is probably not going to work on it. We already used that thing. Can we use the water on it?
I didn't need to pour water on that.
This thing then?
If the chicken didn't want me to touch it, perhaps a blast of air could do the trick.
Okay, we got feathers, but they're white. I'm potentially pissed off chicken? No? So maybe we need to turn these feathers black. Maybe we can use ink? I think that's the only way, because gunpowder is not going to turn it black. I think the only way that we can do is black ink.
Anything to report?
I'm
No.
keeping my eyes open.
Let me put that in a canister.
Delicately, I dipped the feathers into the canister of ink. When they emerged, they were dyed jet black.
Oh.
I placed the feathers into the 𝗓𝗓. I'd done it. All 7 ingredients for the summoning spell. Now I needed to head back to the Spirit Queen.
Oh, we have to do it ourselves? Thought he was gonna show us like a cutscene or something. Oh, look.
I thought I'd find you out here, McAllen.
She beat us to it.
How did you get out here before me?
Never mind that. This will be the last time, McAllen, I'm not your secretary. I don't know what you're up to out here, but I'll figure it out soon enough. But for now, let's hurry it up. These shoes are alligator skin, and I don't want the local fauna recognizing an old friend. Another telegram came through for you. Marked urgent. Kip said you might be out here.
My boss again?
Got it in one.
McAllen, report back immediately. Received word Grimes is deceased. Lack of resources has made this a waste of time. And I've cottoned onto your little stunt with the Friday signatures. When you get back here, sorting mail is gonna be the least of your worries. Sid Sinclair Auditing Company.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On a night when I'd just seen a ghost, this telegram was almost more unbelievable. There was more to the Belmore story than I could have ever imagined. Now I was being pulled away to a job I didn't want to work, and a life I didn't want to live. Maybe it was time to do something a little foolish. Do I still have that prepaid reply?
Sure do. What do you want it to say?
Tell him I quit. I couldn't believe what I'd done. I'd quit my job and opened the first chapter in my own adventure. But without a job, I didn't have a salary. Without a salary, I wouldn't have a place to live. And it suddenly became more important than ever that I find that treasure. For me this time.
Murphy, have you found all 7 ingredients?
I have.
Wonderful! Now it is time for the final step. Out of the darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear.
This dude again.
I have returned, Master. What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The final step of the spell is ready. The focus.
The focus of the spell is whatever you are casting it upon. Belmore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Belmore Manor is what you must use to direct the spell.
Murphy,
Okay, we have the magazine.
do you have an image of Belmore Manor we can use?
Yes.
Yes, Murphy, that will work. Place it inside the 𝗂𝗂𝗃 as the final ingredient.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the 𝗂𝗃𝗃.
The spell is ready. Finally, the ghosts will be free again. Open the 𝗂𝗃𝗃, Murphy, and that will cast the spell.
With some trepidation, I took the 𝗂𝗃𝗃 from my pocket and with a deep breath, opened it.
I think that was not a good idea.
At last, I am free.
Servant, what's happening?
I was never your servant.
I am your master. You shall do my bidding. I command you.
Foolish mortal. You have served your purpose. No longer do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter. Now my true spirit form is freed.
Loa, do as I say.
You are of no more use to me.
I wasn't sure what I'd just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around me was all too real. I needed to get out, and fast.
Huh? Good thing that we bought water. Can I get out? Her again. The love antidote.
As I opened my eyes, I realized I had no idea where I was. Hello? Hello? This wasn't good. I checked my hands and still seemed to be flesh and blood. What's happening? Where am I?
Welcome back to Belmore Manor. Murphy McCallum. We didn't expect to see you again so soon.
What's going on? Am I dead?
Don't be so overdramatic, Murphy. You're still very much alive. But you're the only person in the house that is. I'm afraid your actions have caused a good bit of trouble for us inhabitants of the house.
What's happened?
Let's see if you can figure it out. We're about to play a song, and Murphy McCallum, this one is for you.
Oh no.
All right, all you Belmore Manor ghosts and ghouls, let's take it to a place where voodoo rules. Foolish mortal, do you know what you've done? A house of spirits, but we know of one with evil intentions, and now no preventions to all their evil scheme. You're now implicated in this complicated supernatural dream. You cast the spell, now the deed is done. Evil's free, the plan has just begun. Without your detection, we'll have no protection from the Machiavellian game. You set them loose, so you have to deduce who is ill and who is to blame. That's how to test it. We'll ask you questions 3.
Shoot.
Draw clues to solve the mystery. The lover, the boy, the devil of God. Questions surrounded in doubt. The officer bride, the sailor or guide, Murphy. Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out? The broken heart stolen by another. Tell us now who is the lover.
I think
the bride?
was the lover.
A girl in love and a dream to wed, but does she know what cannot be said? Are the people around her just there to confound her? A love that must end with them dead. A sense of life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the born.
Shoot.
I think the officer was the pawn.
I think the officer was.
Trick to give just what would bring her ill. His lover now hexed, so what to do next? He's the one who released what will kill. Wicked spirits in evil rebel. Tell us now who is the devil.
I think the sailor was the devil.
I have no clue, to be honest.
But now a curse begun. If he can't have her, then no one can. He feels he deceived, now she won't be reprieved. 3 hearts broken, no power of applying. Murphy tried, but it wasn't right. The real story might give you a fright. You gave your best guess, but it's not a success in these paranormal days. We'll re-sing a song. Try to see where you're wrong. Try again.
Oh no, here we go again. So the pawn was a sailor, and the devil was the officer. Or hold on, the bride can also be the devil if she set it up. Hold on. The lover is the officer.
I think the officer was the lover.
She's not even singing.
Oh, man,
Okay.
well, but the thing that he needs, he has a heart like any human bleeds. Is his wife only known by the dollars he's grown? His heart overlooked for his deeds. Sunset life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the one.
Please let it be right this time, because I don't want to
I
do
think
this
the
a third
sailor
time.
was the pawn.
A sailor let down a hideous track. His heart now twisted for a vile attack. She convinced him to kill, and he loves her still. What's his fate when love's not given back? Wicked spirits in evil rebel. Tell us now who is the devil.
I think the bride was the devil.
Please let it be right.
My fortune with the brothers gone. The foolish sailor, her love for him are kind. She'll marry the man who can keep with the plan. For her heart, it's all that's the one. Murphy tried.
Oh, damn it.
It wasn't right. The real story might give you a fright. You gave your best guess, but it's not a success in these paranormal days. We'll re-sing a song. Try to see where you're wrong. Try again while your hope's still running.
Okay. Third time is a charm.
Broken heart stolen by another. Tell us now who is the lover.
We'll go for the one option that we didn't try.
I think the sailor was the lover.
Someone in love and their love is true. Is it return? What is there to do? They're caught in the middle of baffling riddles. Is love what can carry them through? Sunset life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the one.
Okay, the
I
bride.
think the bride was the pawn.
A bride in love, but in some evil curse, immersed in voodoo and things perverse. She cannot protest, and her mind's not possessed. Of things that only get worse. Wicked spirits in evil rebel. Tell us now who is the devil.
The only option that's left, the officer.
The officer was the devil.
A phantom figure who's now in control. Black magic powers got things he stole. But maybe it's setback, but he's gonna get back, and we're worried that knows that it's gold.
We did it. Nice.
Maybe you listened and now you've done it. You took a gamble and you have won it. A bride in a spell and a sailor's farewell, and an officer pulling the strings. A house that's filled with voodoo, and yes, we know like you do. To fix it, we'll take some strange things. To test it, we asked you questions 3. You drew up clues and solved the mystery. The officer, bride, and the sailor all died. Questions surrounded in doubt. The lover, the pawn, the devil are gone. Murphy, you figured it out. And dance you must. The fool is false. Blind treasures trapped in hidden vaults. You may think you are done, but it's all just begun. It's time for the ghostly debut. So say trick or treat, 'cause there's a goal to defeat. And Murphy, we hope that you do. Or guess what? You'll have to lie to till.
Okay, and we made it back into the
I was back
manor.
in 𝗲𝗏𝗄 Manor. And although it was better than being dead, I didn't know what was awaiting me.
But that'll have to wait till next Saturday when we continue, because I think it's a good way to... Can I save this? Save and load. Because we just started, was it chapter 2? So I think it's a good way to end it and continue next week. I'll probably be streaming again. Definitely on Tuesday, because I will be continuing with Ranch Simulator. Could be also on Monday. I'll have to see. Do need to record a bunch of stuff, so we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. End it with a sassy song, indeed. I mean, I would have picked a different genre, but I mean, it fits the story, so it's all good. It was good to have you hanging out, Spexy. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you've seen, you're welcome to like the video, subscribe if you want to see more stuff, and hit the notification bell, because my schedule is pretty all over the place during my vacation at the moment, so I might go live at like weird times, so that's your way to keep updated, or join the Discord. That's also another thing. I don't think do I have a button for this? I do. There it is. Or join the Discord. The notifications aren't there as well. But thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Game's not over, it just begins. Come back soon for more wild winds. Laughs and chaos, cozy nights. Tattoo plays, keeps it light. Hit that sub, don't walk away. See you next time when we play. 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 Game's not over, it just begins. Come back soon for more wild winds. Laughs and chaos, cozy nights. Tattoo plays, keeps it light. Hit that sub, don't walk away. See you next time when we play.